Huskies, coached by Sandy Boss. And the 4th-seeded BDS Eagles, coached by Terry Jo Alps. The Crossroads Conference and the Nebraska Schools Activities Association promote good sportsmanship by students, athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting all the coaches, players, officials, and your fellow fans in a positive manner. In advance, thank you for your outstanding sportsmanship. The officials for the specified consolation match, with games rated at 25, are Craig Weedle on the ladder and Kendra Jansen on the floor. The line judges are Paula Volker and Mark Fletcher. Now let's meet all of the players and coaches involved in this match. First, the non-starters for Shelby-Rising City, the visitors on the scoreboard. Number 8, Abby Cox. Number 9, Jade Overshot. Number 12, Jace Spotka. Number 20, Claire Cole. Number 24, Cameron Picorni. And number 29, Gannon Ingalls. And now the starters for the Huskies. At center, a 5'4" junior, number 10, Jenna Neckel. At middle hitter, a 5'7" junior, number 11, Taylor Potter. At center, a 5'4" junior, number 14, Maddie Odell. At outside hitter, a 5'4" freshman, number 15, Reese Ingalls. At middle hitter, a 6' senior, number 26, Sydney Adams. At outside hitter, a 5'6" senior, number 30, Vanessa Velasco. And the libero for the Huskies, a 5' junior, number 40, Jamie Hopwood. Shelby-Rising City is led by Sandy Box and her assistants are Mackenzie Goodall and Kate Nienhauser. Let's meet the non-starters from Bruning Davenport Shipley. Number 8, Sarah Johnson. Number 9, Michaela Anderson. Number 10, Jennifer Holson. Number 11, Caitlin Mosier. Number 13, Nicole Schwarzenegger. Number 14, Reagan Piala. And number 26, Jordan Bolte. And now the starters for the Eagles. That outside hitter, a 5'4" junior, number 2, Jaden Meinschmidt. The right side hitter, a 5'8" junior, number 12, Emily Sharp. That right side hitter, a 5'9" senior, number 15, Kim Artisano. That middle hitter, a 5'8" freshman, number 23, Macy Cameron. That middle hitter, a 5'7" senior, number 24, Carly Elsnick. That outside hitter, a 5'11" sophomore, number 36, Reagan Alps. And the libero for the Eagles, a 5'6" senior, number 32, Megan Grote. BDS is led by Carrie Jo Alps and her assistants are Taryn Wolf and Rochelle Houcher. Let's play volleyball.
Well, you heard the man, folks. Let's play some volleyball. CRC Volleyball, third place action on StrivSports.com. We are at the best little tournament in the state. Before you get to state, we are at the York City Auditorium for the third place match between the Huskies of Shelby-Rising City and the Eagles of Bruning Davenport Shipley. For henceforth, we shall call them the BDS Eagles. My name is Eric Hoggett, Striv Sports Director. Visitors on the scoreboard, the Shelby-Rising City Huskies, and the home team, the BDS Eagles. And it will be the Eagles on the defensive side first. As for Shelby-Rising City, it'll be Taylor Potter, a 5'7" junior, leading things up here in set number 1. Just over the net, and the Eagles will play from the back row. That's Carly Elsnick. A set in the middle, a big swing, but a block back. Taking the swing was Sydney Adams, a 6' senior. BDS controls. Alfs sets it far side. Kleinschmidt missed it long. Point, Huskies. BDS number 4 in the D1 points coming into, when last they updated on the NSAA page. And, of course, a sub-district and district final volleyballs. That serve misses in the corner, so a point back here for the Huskies. Point back for the Eagles playing on the Huskies. It's Kleinschmidt on the serve. Adams takes a swing, this time from the left side. And they will set it up. That was Grote from the back row, the libero, taking that attack. And off the block and down for the kill, it goes for Reese Ingalls. Reese, a 5'4" freshman, but gets off the floor well and put that one down. Gannon Ingalls, a 5'8" senior, now into the ball game for Shelby-Rising City and head coach Sandy Voss. They are back to serve with a 2-1 lead. Alfs with the cross-court hit, but it goes long. And another point for Shelby-Rising City. A couple early hitting errors for the Eagles. And good job just ducking out of the way for that one was Megan Grote. And the Eagles back within one and serving it up with Kamler. Macy Kamler, that is, a 5'8" freshman, and she just misses wide. So a couple of service errors both ways here in the early goings of set number one. Best of 5 for our third place and championship matches here at the Crossroads Conference Volleyball Tournament. And then there's another one. So maybe some early jitters from both these teams. BDS, one of the top 10 teams in D1 throughout the school year. Shelby-Rising City, maybe a little surprised that they made it this far in the CRC tournament. Adams gets a little tip shot in the middle. BDS controls. That's Alfs from the far side. Gets the roll, but cannot find the back. So far, most of our points have been scored off errors rather than actual kills. Back to serve, that is Jamie Hopwood, a 5-foot fresh junior back there for Shelby-Rising City. A free ball for the Huskies. They'll set it near side. Taking that swing was Velasco. BDS in the middle with Elsnick, missing just long. And Shelby-Rising City, got to be 5 out of their 6 points right now have been on Eagle errors. Be on service errors or hitting errors, just like that. You'll take it where you can get it. There's an ace for the Huskies, and SRC is up 4 here in the early going of set number 1. On the back set, nicely done. A good dig from the back row there by Neckel. Now in the middle again, another big swing from Elsnick. Can't get it down. Good blocking at the net. A little tip shot, a little changeup came from the back row that time from Kamler. BDS controlling once again. On the near side and down for a kill goes Emily Sharp. Reagan Alfs on the serve. Boy, just knuckleballed that thing right over the net. And into the block and out of bounds. A big swing from Taylor Potter that time. Making it 8-4. And Maddie Odell, the 5'4" junior, back into the game for SRC. Maddie back there to serve. Alfs will bump it from the front row. Elsnick bumps it over and in for the kill. Found the soft spot in the defense. And BDS within 3 with Elsnick back to serve. They want a Shelby-Rising City with a back set to Velasco, but she is stuffed at the net by Macy Kamler, and that's a point for BDS. So 8-6 our score here in the early going of set number 1. The quick set over. Alfs digs it up on the far side. That was Kleinschmidt bumping it over. Velasco blocked at the net. Good dig by Hopwood. Quick set over, and it goes down for a point. Well done by Jenna Nickel. 9-6, Shelby-Rising City with a lead. Kleinschmidt from the left side off the net. Played well, though. Shelby-Rising City, nope, going to get called for a lift is what the call is going to be. So 9-7 our score. BDS is within 2. And a sub in comes Caitlin Mosier, 5'7" junior, in for the Eagles. On the near side, big block again from Kamler. Got help that time from Artisono. Eagles control. Alfs back set. Artisono on the right side. Tipped at the net. played by the Huskies. Swinging it again. And another Kamler block. BDS gets a free ball. Alfs bumps it for Kleinschmidt. Off the block, good dig, Artisono. Play it again. Shelby-Rising City with an opportunity. From the back row, Elsnick finds it for the kill. Shelby-Rising City has led by as much as 4 at 8-4, but right now their lead is 9-8. And the Eagles serving. That is Mosier back to serve it. Does it nicely along the far line, then stuffed at the net, but kept alive by Kleinschmidt. Mosier will bump it over. Free ball for Shelby-Rising City. Back set to the right side for Potter. Kicked around, and a point for BDS. When it's all said and done, we are tied for the first time since it was 1-1. Emily Sharp back into the ball game for BDS. Actually, excuse me, Emily. Oh, missed that one. Little misplay in the back lets Sydney Adams put down a big kill for Shelby-Rising City. And because I got the score wrong, it's now 11-8. That was Potter on the serve. Eagles set it up for Artisono, and she gets one over the top of the block and down for a kill. Adams from the left side, and they're going to get a net violation on BDS, so a point for Shelby-Rising City. Three-point Husky lead. Alfs gets a run at it from the left side off the top of the block. Huskies with a chance. Adams can't clear the net. It'll be a point on the error that time for BDS. Cindy Adams was going for the push over and just, but she got the push, but she didn't get the over. Kamler sets it in the back row for the attack, but the attack from Grote goes long and a point. SRC. Velasco in for Shelby-Rising City into the front row. Back to serve is Reese Ingalls. In the middle, that's Adams, takes the big swing. Great dig from Kamler to keep it alive. Alfs from the left side, pushes one over. Tip and a block and a point for BDS. Good play there by Regan Alfs to kind of block that thing as it was trying to get tipped back over. And BDS within 2 here, midway point of the first set. Megan Grote to serve it for BDS. Hopwood with a nice sliding dig on the serve receive. Alfs blocked at the net, and that'll be a point. Sydney Adams got a big paw on that one and would not let it come over to her side. 14-11 our score. Hopwood, the libero, on the serve. Alfs, little tip shot. SRC controls. Velasco from the left side. Off the block and a point. Off the block of Emily Sharp and down for a point for SRC. They have not trailed in this set, leading by 4 right now. Hopwood again. Into the net it goes, though. 15-12. Reagan Alfs into the ball game and back to serve. She never left, I guess. That was Reagan with a nice dig to keep it alive. Kleinschmidt from the left side goes all the way across court. Pushing it over was Gannon Ingalls. Now Kleinschmidt comes back to the near side. Good dig by Velasco. And that is going to miss long off the attack from Taylor Potter, and a point for BDS. Eagles within 2 now. And Alfs to serve. Ingalls dug by Kamler. Kleinschmidt from the left side. Velasco on the attack. Kept it alive somehow. Perhaps off her forehead. On we play. Not touched down the line. It's a point, Shelby-Rising City. Boy, every time BDS has come within 2 in this set, Shelby-Rising City gets the point on the next serve somehow, some way. Maddie Odell back to serve for Shelby-Rising City, leading by 3 in set number 1. Big swing from Elsnick. Great dig in the back row. Shelby-Rising City plays, but too long. It is a point anyway for BDS. Back within 2. As we said, in this set, and every time BDS has gotten to that 2-point mark, it hasn't gone well again on the next serve, and there's a serve out of bounds. So we continue with that theme, if you will. Velasco with a rip of a serve in the middle. That was Kamler taking a big swing, dug by Hopwood in the back, but not played well, and a point for BDS. I don't know if we can call that a kill for Kamler, but it was a big swing, and it was certainly enough to throw the receiving end off for Shelby-Rising City, and ends up as a point for the Eagles. So BDS within 2 here in set number 1. That was Mosier on the serve, just checked in. Big cross court, and Caitlin can't hang on with that receive. And a point, Shelby-Rising City. Emily Sharp back in along with the libero, Megan Grote in for BDS. 3-point lead for Shelby-Rising City. Here in set 1, we play best of 5. Kleinschmidt from the right side, tipped at the net by Ingles. Adams with a big swing, dug by Kleinschmidt. Come back to this side. I've seen some good net play the longer this set has gone on. Both teams getting a lot of hands on balls right over the net. This will be Adams with a swing off the block and down for a point, and a kill for Sydney Adams. I don't know what's in the water between Shelby and Rising City, but there have been some tall girls in the last couple years, and a timeout taken by BDS. Shelby-Rising City up by 4 here in set number 1.
Nova Fitness Equipment of Omaha has provided the very best weight room, track and field, and sports surfacing products for over 30 years in Nebraska. They provide Cybex, Matrix Fitness, Vertimax, Tough Stuff, Pro Elite, Stairmaster, York Barbell, Troy Barbell, and UCS track and performance products. From rubber flooring, strength equipment, cardio products, and sports performance accessories, Nova Fitness Equipment has what you need to make your athletic program successful. Contact Nova Fitness Equipment today at their home office in Omaha or online at novafitnessequipment.com.
Back at it here for the end of set 1, and a quick point again for BDS. Plenty of errors both ways. We haven't seen the cleanest of volleyball here in set number 1 anyway. And another point on a service error. So haven't seen too many long rallies like you would normally see in the CRC tournament, but still early. Still plenty of volleyball yet to go. Calling an ace for Shelby-Rising City off the swing there from Jenna Nickel, the 5'4" junior. So a 5-point lead for Shelby-Rising City here towards the end of set 1. Artisono blocked at the net. They will play on. They say it was touched. Alf's stuffed at the net as well, and she just shoves it over, and how about that? Going to get a point out of it for BDS. I don't know that you necessarily practice that shot a lot if you're Reagan Alfs, but it worked. So far be it from me to say that you shouldn't do something like that. 21-17 our score. And a point on the double hit for BDS. So Eagles trying to claw their way back here in the late stages of set 1. It's Kamler on the serve, but misses it long, and another point for Shelby-Rising City. Neither team is going to be real happy with the serving percentages in this first set, to be sure. Far side, that's Elsnick. Big swing, and Carly puts one down for a kill. 5'7" senior. Carly's one of those girls that, and one of those kids that in high school kind of seems like they're in high school forever because, you know, they play on varsity as freshmen and they're pretty good. And from a broadcasting perspective, you just remember these kids that seem like they're in high school for, 7 or 8 years. She is just a senior, by the way. 3-point lead again for Shelby-Rising City. BDS gets a free ball. In the middle, Elsnick goes for the tip and into the net was Shelby-Rising City, and a point for BDS. So 22-20. This is 4 of the last 5 points belonging to BDS, and a timeout taken by Shelby-Rising City. Coach Sandy Voss, the head coach, by the way, of BDS. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. Carrie Jo Alfs. So 22-20 in our third place match of the Crossroads Conference Volleyball Tournament. Don't forget, we will have the championship game on Striv Sports as well coming up. That is Exeter Milligan and Meridian. The Timberwolves in the championship game a year ago, and an epic game that was with Hampton. They gave Hampton their only 2 sets that they lost all year and almost had a 3-set sweep before it ended up being a 5-set battle that Hampton would go on to win not only the CRC tournament, but they would win the state championship in Class D2 as well last year. So if you're in the championship game, that's awesome. But don't forget, Meridian was only 3rd in this tournament a year ago and was in the D1 state championship where they lost to their nemesis for the last couple years, at least at the state tournament, the Johnson Brock Eagles. So big points here coming at the end of this first set. SRC trying to cling to that 2-point lead. Alfs off the block and out of bounds. That's a point for BDS. They're within 1. Closest the Eagles have been since it was 1-0. Megan Grote on the serve. Adams from the right side. Tipped at the net, it down for a kill. Shelby-Rising City, 23-21. And Jamie Hopwood, the junior, back to serve for the Huskies. Elsnick, big swing, good block at the net. Playable for Shelby-Rising City, though they will just free ball it to the back. Alfs from the left side, rolls it over. Into the net was Shelby-Rising City, point BDS. Back within 2, back within 1. 6 of the last 8 points have belonged to the Eagles. Good push to the back, but a chance for BDS. And they end up getting not a great shot over. Shelby-Rising City, Velasco takes the swing down the line for the kill. Big time point for Shelby-Rising City. We're at set point. Maddie Odell checks in, but not before a timeout for BDS. So the final timeout for the Eagles taken here in set 1. There is one more timeout for Shelby-Rising City. Take a little break, take a look at the bracket. We'll come back. So this is set point for Maddie Odell and the Shelby-Rising City Huskies. BDS in the middle with Elsnick, and Carly puts it down, says, nope, not done yet. But you still got to win 3-1, basically, if you're BDS. And that is Elsnick back to serve. But into the net, and that's set one. So set one belongs to Shelby-Rising City, 25-23. They will take a break and switch sides. We will take a little break as well here on StrivSports.com.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together. It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together. It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together. It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together.
Nova Fitness Equipment of Omaha has provided the very best weight room, track and field, and sports surfacing products for over 30 years in Nebraska. They provide Cybex, Matrix Fitness, Vertimax, Tough Stuff, Pro Elite, Stairmaster, York Barbell, Troy Barbell, and UCS track and performance products. From rubber flooring, strength equipment, cardio products, and sports performance accessories, Nova Fitness Equipment has what you need to make your athletic program successful. Contact Nova Fitness Equipment today at their home office in Omaha or online at novafitnessequipment.com.
So we are ready for set number 2 between Shelby-Rising City and BDS. Huskies of Shelby-Rising City on the near side, and we're going to get an early net violation against BDS. Reagan Elfs was going to play that and ended up swinging into the net. So here in set number 2, Shelby-Rising City with an early lead. And another point. Neckel with the ace, and it's a quick 2-0 lead. Similar to how Shelby-Rising City got out early in set 1. Neither team made a huge run either way, but it was in that early 4-point lead. I think it was 5-1 early on for Shelby-Rising City. They kept right in that 4 to 1 point range basically the entire set. Off to a good start here until that error on the serve by Neckel gives a point to BDS. So Macy Kamler to serve for BDS now. And at the net, Shelby-Rising City does well to play it in the middle. That's Elsnick with a big swing. Good dig by Hopwood to keep it alive. Elsnick again goes for the tip. Adams gets the punch over. Artisono to the back, misses it long. Point, Shelby-Rising City. Off the block and down for the point. Carly Elsnick gets the big swing that time, 4-2 in the early goings here. Adams pushes that one way cross court. Elsnick sets it for Alfs, tipped and blocked and then bumped over at the net. Adams takes the swing, that goes down for a kill. Kamler went for the kick save in the back, but couldn't get the foot underneath it to keep it alive. That would be legal, by the way, but couldn't quite pull it off. And it's a quick 5-2 lead for Shelby-Rising City. Elsnick takes the swing. That goes down for the kill. Carly beginning to get a little rhythm from the inside and the outside. That's a very dangerous proposition if you are the opponents of the BDS Eagles. Elsnick with 2 quick kills in the early goings here. Alfs in the middle will set it for Shart. And now we're going to get a double hit on the set that time, so a point for BDS. Shelby-Rising City took set 1, 25-23. It was just that close the entire set. And we sure seem like we're going to be set up for one of those here in set number 2, as that will go as a serve-receive error. And it's 5-5 now. 10 serves in. We're all even up. Hopwood takes the attack from the back row. Then Elsnick takes the swing, and it comes right back to BDS. That's what I mean by in the rhythm. Elsnick with the swing, and that time it goes for the kill. Got it through the block, and BDS has their first lead in any set so far tonight at 6-5. Alfs on the serve, drops one over. The far side, that was Taylor Potter. That goes down for a kill. Finds a spot in the back, and SRC has tied it up. Maddie Odell back into the ball game for the Huskies, and she will go back to serve. Good set on the bump that time by Alfs, just to keep herself out of the net that time. Off the block, great dig again. Boy, there's a reason Hopwood's playing that libero spot, isn't there? Seen some great movement out of the junior, and we're going to get a point for Shelby-Rising City. Double hit called on Alfs at the net. And a point for Shelby-Rising City. So 7-6. Early part here still of set number 2. Good dig by Kamler. Kleinschmidt takes that swing, finds a spot in the back, and we're tied up at 7. So Elsnick will go back to serve. 5'7" senior. Huskies on the attack. Potter off the block and down for the kill. Point Shelby-Rising City on the kill by Taylor Potter. They have an 8-7 lead here in set number 2. And that serve from Velasco goes long, and a point for BDS, and we're tied back up at 8. Into that back row comes Claire Cole, 5'4" sophomore, playing for Velasco there in the back row. Off the ceiling, we will play on. Mosier bumps one over. Big swing down the line. Mosier gets the dig, but the overpass ends up as a kill back for Taylor Potter. 9-8 Huskies. I'd say these two teams are about as evenly matched as you can hope to think. The biggest spread we've seen in either set so far has been 4 points. Mostly we've hung right out here at 2 or 3. That was Elsnick in the back row. Alfs sets it up. Good block again at the net, and it will go as a point Off the block for Sydney Adams. 10-8, Shelby-Rising City. Taylor Potter back to serve. Blocked at the net. Point again for Shelby-Rising City, and it's a point from Sydney Adams. Sydney's been fantastic here over the last couple of serves. Her team has opened up an 11-8 lead. That's 3 straight for the Huskies. And again, Adams gets a tip down and another point. That's 4 straight for the Huskies. And of the 4, I think 3 of them have been Adams, and a timeout for BDS. So at 12-8, timeout BDS. We'll take it with them here on StrivSports.com.
Trucking industry gives you a lot of opportunity for careers because there's such a wide, vast list of possibilities and areas that you can go into. As technicians, these trucks are as advanced as cars are today, so we need technicians that can work on them and understand how to work a computer system and get them up and running so the customer can make money. These trucks are workhorses, but they're built for comfort and they're easy to drive. Freightliner builds these trucks for drivers' wants and customers' needs.
You're watching Crossroads Conference volleyball action on StrivSports.com. Proudly brought to you tonight by Cornerstone Bank. Pick things up, Shelby-Rising City leading BDS 8-12 here in set number 2. That's a kill down the line. Macy Kamler gets that point. And 12-9, a much-needed answer for BDS. Had been 4 straight points for Shelby-Rising City. Big swing and a big kill. That time cross court for Reese Ingalls. The freshman comes up large for Shelby-Rising City. Down the line. Could not see. They're going to call it out off the hand of Alfs. So point Shelby-Rising City. I don't think anybody got a great view of that. I was even looking at it and didn't have a great view of it. So a 5-point lead. Again, this is the biggest lead and another big one. Boy, Sydney Adams has shown up huge here in set number 2. Her Huskies have a 6-point lead on BDS. And then into the net, a service error for Jenna Neckel will end what was effectively a we were tied at 8, and so it was basically a 7-1 there. 7-1 run for Shelby-Rising City. Their lead still 5 here in set number 2. They won set 1, 25-23. Great tip at the net by Artisono. Hopwood keeps it alive. We play on. In the middle, Elsnick with the tip. Played around, and a point for BDS. Coming over the top too far that time was Sydney Adams. Can't reach too far over that net. She did just that. So it's a point for BDS. Down by 4 here in set number 2. Reese Ingalls back into that front row for Shelby-Rising City as Macy Kamler serves it for BDS. Adams, big swing, tipped at the net. It's a point, and it's a kill for Shelby-Rising City. Vanessa Velasco, 5'6" senior, back in there in the front row for Shelby-Rising City. Their lead is 5. BDS needs to get something going, and that is how it's been going good. Here in set number 2, a big swing from Carly Elsnick has produced good things in this set for the Eagles. I don't know if I'm BDS. I think I might be giving Carly just a few more opportunities. Velasco across the court, not going to give anybody more opportunities. Puts that one down for a kill, and back to a 5-point Husky lead. Scheduled for a best of 5 here in the third place and the championship matches of the Crossroads Conference Volleyball Tournament. Alfs on the cross court. Kept alive. That was a nice dig by Neckel. On we play. Free ball back to Shelby-Rising City. We'll misplay in the back row. Velasco will just bump it over, but no, into the nets. Point BDS. Blocked at the net. That was a Sharp that got that one stuffed. Then a quick set over. The swing, that's going to go long to the back. Off the hand of Cameron Pokorny, the 5'10 sophomore, and a point for BDS. They are within 3, 17-14. They sub in, Pokorny comes out, and Gannon Ingalls comes back into the back row. Alfs on the serve. Velasco to the back, missed it long, point BDS. Great dig by Grote, the libero there, to keep that one alive for BDS. Now Shelby-Rising City with an opportunity. In the middle, Potter missed it long, though, point BDS. And the Eagles have come back to within 1 now, 17-16. This is 3 straight for the Eagles. And Alfs again on the serve. That time it goes long, and a point back for Shelby-Rising City. Maddie Odell checks in and goes back to serve for the Huskies. Potter in the middle, never cleared the net. That's 4, and a point for BDS. So again, BDS, they've only held the lead for just a serve or 2 in this set, and they never led in set 1. So a big couple of sets, a couple of points, I should say, coming for BDS to try to keep some sort of momentum going. Velasco will get a chance off the tip. BDS somehow keeps it alive. They'll keep playing. Velasco again on the left side. Again off the tip. Alfs will set it up for Kleinschmidt. Quick set. Grote digs it up. Back set for Kamler. Goes down for a point, and we're all square at 18. So this is 5 of the last 6 points that belong to BDS. And SRC coach Sandy Voss wants a timeout. We do as well here on StrivSports.com.
Nova Fitness Equipment of Omaha has provided the very best weight room, track and field, and sports surfacing products for over 30 years in Nebraska. They provide Cybex, Matrix Fitness, Vertimax, Tough Stuff, Pro Elite, Stairmaster, York Barbell, Troy Barbell, and UCS track and performance products. From rubber flooring, strength equipment, cardio products, and sports performance accessories, Nova Fitness Equipment has what you need to make your athletic program successful. Contact Nova Fitness Equipment today at their home office in Omaha or online at novafitnessequipment.com.
Shelby-Rising City took set 1, 25-23. We have been just neck and neck throughout this set, but BDS has won 5 of the last 6 points to tie it up again at 18 here in set number 2. Velasco pushes it to the back, kept alive by Grote, but not for long, and a point for Shelby-Rising City. Again, BDS has led, I think they've led by 1 is all in this set, and it was only for a serve. So, and BDS did not lead at all in set number 1. So even though we've been tied plenty of times, BDS just hasn't been able to look at a scoreboard and say, aha, we're winning, but for more than a serve in this entire night so far. Caitlin Mosier into the game for BDS, and she goes back to serve for the Eagles. Caitlin, a 5'7" junior. Double hit, point BDS, the Eagles with the lead. So enjoy this if you're an Eagle fan. You get to see more points on your side than the Husky side. That has not happened very much tonight. Off the block, oh, good dig by Alfs just to keep it alive and in play. Huskies get another chance. Another big swing. It's a point off the block. That's Reese Ingalls. Ties it up at 20. Well, the freshman has been pretty solid when she's gotten some opportunities, especially when she's gotten a good run at it. In system, I believe they call that, right? That was a big swing. The dig off the ceiling. SRC will play it. Cross court it goes. Now they'll push it over with Odell. Alfs sets it. Kamler with a tip. Kept alive. Oh, we play on. Great rally going from both sides. Kamler tips it, finds the edge of the line for a point for BDS. That was a big one. (21-20). BDS trying to square our matches, our sets at 1 apiece. Jaden Kleinschmidt on the serve. Drops one over there beautifully. In the middle. Big block that time from Kamler. And a double hit on the set gives another point to BDS. They are 3 away from taking set 2. Kleinschmidt on the serve. A little out of rhythm for Shelby-Rising City. An opportunity for the Eagles. Alfs in the middle, stuffed by Adams. Sydney plays it then. Quick set. Adams in the middle, takes a swing, stuffed by Kamler, and a point for BDS. The Eagles up by 3. 3 of the last 4 points belong to the Eagles, and they lead by 3. Late stages set number 2. Shelby-Rising City took set number 1, 25-23. And we have just been that close, folks, since the first set of the night. The biggest lead has been a 5-point lead for Shelby-Rising City in this set. But between the 2 sets, for the most part, we've been somewhere between a 2 and 3 point margin. BDS, when they took the lead at 20-19, that was the second time they had led all night. And that was earlier in this set. Went for 1 serve, and it was a 1-point lead. It was 6-5 at one point. That was all the bigger the lead was for BDS, and it lasted all of 1 serve, because the next serve belonged to Shelby-Rising City. So this is big for BDS to not just in this set, but for the match itself. You can have a chance to square things up. BDS within 2 points of doing just that. And Jaden Kleinschmidt serving for the Eagles. Adams in the middle. Good dig by Elsnick. Alfs from the left side. Cross court. That's Ingalls. Point. BDS. Never cleared the net. And we're at set point for BDS. Adams from the left side. That goes down for a huge kill, and a much-needed kill for Sydney Adams. She has been just really solid. A lot of blocked shots, and if she hasn't ace-blocked it, she's certainly got her hands on it to make it playable for her teammates, and plenty of kills tonight, too. for the 6-footer in the middle for Shelby-Rising City. But still set point for BDS. Alfs with the tip, and it'll go down, and that's your points. So BDS has squared things up 25-21. They take set number 2. A break and a timeout. When we come back, it's set 3 of the Crossroads Conference Volleyball Tournament. Third place match here on StrivSports.com. Set number 3 coming at you from the Crossroads Conference Volleyball Tournament. 25-23 Shelby-Rising City, 25-21 BDS in the first 2 sets. So we're all square at 1 apiece, best of 5 for our third place match, and an early point for Shelby-Rising City. That's Taylor Potter on the serve. Macy Kamler got a big run at it. Sydney Adams has been fantastic throughout this match for Shelby-Rising City, and a point goes down for Jaden Kleinschmidt. And that is Jaden Kleinschmidt going back to serve. Drops a beauty right in front of Velasco. Adams rolls it over the top of the net. Alfs will take it from the left side. Off the, was it touched? It was. Up top, they say it was touched at the net, so a point for BDS. Kleinschmidt on the serve. Ingles, the freshman, had that attack. Now from the back row, Elsnick off the block and out of bounds. That's a point for BDS. First time in either of the sets that we've seen BDS get out to an early lead. First 2 sets, Shelby-Rising City had led early on in both. Adams, big swing, and the block is just that, a block that stays in from Macy Kamler, and a 4-1 BDS lead here in set number 3. Kleinschmidt on the jump serve. Still in the back row, Velasco gets a nice shot at it anyway. Alfs from the left side. Drops it over the net and in. A BDS 5-1 lead to start set number 3. So Kleinschmidt again. Adams pushes it over. Called for a double hit though. And a 6-1 lead. So this is the largest lead of any set for BDS of 5 points here at 6-1. Kleinschmidt again. Into the block. Adams keeps it alive. Grote bumps it up. Back set. That's Artisono. That was off the net, or off the antenna, excuse me. Artisono had that one go off the antenna. And a point for Shelby-Rising City, 6-2. BDS out front. Jenna Nickel, 5'4" junior on that serve for Shelby-Rising City. Reagan Alfs, the sophomore, I think that one never cleared the net. That was four hits and a 3rd point for Shelby-Rising City. And a serve out of bounds for Nickel. And BDS gets a 7-3 advantage now. So Macy Kamler back to serve. Tipped at the net. Elsnick plays it. Artisono pushes it to the back and puts it down. Kim Artisono with a kill for the Eagles. 8-3 BDS. And a kill goes down on the near side. That was Reese Ingalls again. 8-4 our score. Grote on that serve receive. Elsnick from the far side takes a swing, puts it down. Well, I said it as we got into that second set. Carly Elsnick just needs a few more swings, I think. She is, her hitting percentage would have to be pretty good right now for the Eagles. One of the reasons they have a 5-point lead here in set number 3. Stuffed at the net, but played again by the Huskies. Here comes Alfs from the left side. Hopwood keeps it alive. Ingalls then, and Alfs. Well, they'll just push it over, Elsnick will. Hopwood digs it up. And that's too long, and a point for BDS off the hand of Vanessa Velasco. And a point for BDS, who has seized control here of set number 3. And Shelby-Rising City coach Sandy Voss wants a timeout. We do as well. It's the Eagles 4, Eagles 10, the Huskies 4 when we come back.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together. It's
Pick things up with the action, 10-4 here in set number 3. Cindy Adams bumps one over for Shelby-Rising City. Alfs will take a swing from the left side off the top of the block. Down for the kill and a point for BDS. So 11-4, and Grote on the serve. BDS firmly in control right now in set number 3. We're all square at 1 set apiece in the best of 5. Alfs pushes it down the line. Adams sets it for Velasco. Kleinschmidt, now Alfs. Off the block, that's a point, BDS. Eagles rolling right now, up by 8. Great serve, well played. How about this? Adams ends up with a big swing. Good job by Kleinschmidt just to keep it alive. Alfs pushes it to the back. Here comes Shelby-Rising City. No, double hit on the set and a point BDS. Boy, everything going the way of the Eagles right now, leading 13-4. Seven to 3 earlier. So this is still a 6-1 run right now for BDS. Velasco takes that swing. Free ball coming. Adams in the middle, off the block. It did get touched. Velasco off the block and out of bounds, and a much needed point for Shelby-Rising City. 13-5 our score. Hopwood on the serve. To the back row, missing long. That time was Kleinschmidt. Point SRC. 13-6 now. Elsnick, that never cleared the net, and a point for Shelby-Rising City. The Huskies have 3 straight. They still trail by 6, but they've scored 3 straight points. Jamie Hopwood again on the serve. Elsnick takes his swing. Velasco off the block. Good stuff by Elsnick. Kept alive. BDS will play it with Alfs. In the middle, that was Potter. Velasco down the line. That's a point, Shelby-Rising City. So that is 4 straight for Shelby-Rising City. Hopwood still serving. That was Shart on the tip, off the root. We've seen a few shots come off the ceiling, and on we play. Elsnick gets a big swing and puts it down in the back for the kill. Shelby-Rising City quells that little 4-0 run. Or excuse me, BDS quells the 4-0 run by Shelby-Rising City. There's too many letters. If I just said ABC and 1, 2, 3, can we go with that? 6-point BDS lead. How about that? Set it up for a back row. A little miscommunication there. Kamler and Alfs neither quite knew who should get it, and Kamler got to it late. Point Huskies, 14-9. Matty Odell back in to serve in the back row there for Shelby-Rising City. And an ace. Oh, you hang back on that as long as you can. Let it go, and you hope you get the call, and that time it did not work for BDS. Their lead is 4. Had been as many as 9. It was 13-4 at one point. So this is 6 out of 7 points have belonged to Shelby-Rising City, but that is an emphatic answer from Carly Elsnick. 15-10 is our score. And it is Carly Elsnick back to serve. And it's an ace for Carly. 16-10 our score. And a cross-court shot goes awry. Now 3 straight for the Eagles. And into the net, stops that run. 17-11 our score. I hope Taylor gets here soon. I'm at 28%. Down from 98% when we started this thing. He left Henderson at the beginning of this set, so we'll find out. Big block, but out of bounds. Good swing there from Jaden Kleinschmidt. Gives BDS a 7-point lead, 18-11.
Checks in as does Galen Dozier for the Eagles, and Dozier will serve.
Alfs sets it in the middle. Kamler with a huge swing. Good dig. Shelby-Rising City stays on the attack. We get a net violation. And a point for Shelby-Rising City. BDS was in the net. So 18-12 our score. A little running tip there from Kamler. Now the back set for Adams, who's been great. Hasn't got a lot of opportunities. Might need some more. She's back into the front row and gets the kill down. So 18-13 is our score. Kamler goes cross court with her tip. Grote gets the dig. Megan will get the attack, but into the net it goes. Shelby-Rising City hanging around here in set number 3. The Huskies won set 1, 25-23. BDS wins set 2, 25-21. Biggest lead for either team was when BDS was up 9 earlier on in this set. But there's another point. Shelby-Rising City is back within 3. At one point, it was 13-4 in favor of BDS. Since then, it is 11 for Shelby-Rising City and just 5 for BDS, and a timeout for the Eagles. Step aside here on StrivSports.com. BDS leading 18-15 here in set number 3, but it is Shelby-Rising City on a roll. 4 straight points for the Huskies, and going to make it 5 on that long error for BDS. So Shelby-Rising City trailed by 9 early in this set, but they are within 2 here in the late stages. Kamler tip shots, kept alive. Shelby-Rising City can't get all the way to it though, and BDS finally stops the run. Adams with a big kill coming back. 2-point game once again. Well, if I'm Shelby-Rising City, I'm giving Sydney Adams as many swings as she wants right now. She has been far and away the most effective there in the front row. Oh, not out of rotation there for, I'm sorry, out of system, not rotation, for BDS. And they get a free ball that comes back. So Alfs from the left side. Missed it long, and we're within 1 is Shelby-Rising City. 19-18 our score. Alf's on the left side. Good dig by Hopwood. Potter with a big swing. Excuse me, that was Ingles on that swing. Then Elsnick. Here's Adams. Dug by Elsnick. Miscommunication and a point for Shelby-Rising City, and we are all square at 19. How about an 8-1 run right now for Shelby-Rising City? If they can close this, they would absolutely steal a set from BDS. Artisono blocked, but out, and a point for BDS. Boy, that was needed. Eagles the first to 20. 20-19. Still, though, this is 8-2 is the run right now for Shelby-Rising City. Macy Kamler on the serve. Ingles down the line, got it to go. We're tied up at 20. Vanessa Velasco into the front row for Shelby-Rising City. Elsnick on the left side. Great dig by Hopwood. Back over it comes, and another great play by Elsnick. Adams thought she was just going to usher it over, and Carly Elsnick tips it right back into the hole of the defense. 21-20 BDS. Megan Grote to serve for the Eagles. Adams from the right side. Tipped at the net, good job there. Elsnick and Alfs were both there. On we play, off the roof again. Adams bumps it over, free ball for BDS. In the middle, Elsnick tips it left-handed. Great dig by Velasco. On we play. Bumped over by Shart. Adams flips it to the back. Oh, they do. Oh, we play on. That could have been on Kamler, but on we go. Velasco gets the tip. Grote keeps it alive. Elsnick will play it on. What a rally. Adams missed it long. Point BDS. Oh, that was earned for the Eagles. Even if it was an error on Shelby-Rising City, that was earned. Whoever was going to get that one. 22-20 here in set number 3. Playing best of 5. Elsnick with a swing. Into the net, Shelby-Rising City. Point BDS. And into the net, 23-21. So 23-21, 23-22. BDS with a lead, but Shelby-Rising City and Jamie Hopwood on the serve, and a timeout for BDS. Well, this is getting fun. Come on back with us, would you?
Participating in Nebraska high school activities has taught me about teamwork.
I've learned how to lead among my peers.
At my high school, I have set goals and I work hard to accomplish them.
I like to run on my cross country team. It makes me feel good about myself.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities in our 303 high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
So here we go, BDS with a 1-point lead. Carly Elsnick taking that big swing here at the end of set 3. Velasco never cleared the net, and it's a point for BDS. And they are at set point here in set 3. Reagan Alfs serving for the set, and it's an 8. Ooh. That was out of bounds. Boy, that was almost played by Shelby-Rising City, but that is the point for BDS, and they take set 3, 25-22. Well, this has been fun so far. BDS 2 and Shelby-Rising City 1 as far as sets are concerned. So we will go to the 4th sets with the Eagles up when we come back on StrivSports.com.
That we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together.
Set number 4 with BDS leading Shelby-Rising City 2-1 here. This is the 3rd place game of the Crossroads Conference Volleyball Tournament. And again, just because you're playing for 3rd and 4th doesn't mean you're not a really good team. I recall last year an outstanding Meridian squad that ended up in the D1 state championship game. That was in the 3rd place game of the Crossroads Conference Tournament. There is a reason they say it's one of the best small school conferences in the entire state of Nebraska. Point for BDS right away. 4 hits there. That last attack never did cross the net. And so 1-0 BDS with an early lead. That is Jaden Kleinschmidt on the serve. Seen some great play really on both sides. And play, if you're from Shelby-Rising City, you've seen a lot of good play from Sydney Adams. She's been a dynamo tonight for the Huskies. And so Jenna Neckel will go back to serve for the Huskies and coach Sandy Voss. Free ball coming. BDS never really got a good handle on that. Adams in the middle, gets it through the block and down for a kill. Alfs from the near side. It never cleared the net either, and another point, Shelby-Rising City. So this set, starting off a little bit like set 1 and 2, where Shelby-Rising City was able to get out to a little bit of a lead early. BDS got out to the early lead in set 3, but the Eagles were able to come back in set 2, and one of the reasons that they have a 2-1 lead, but another net violation, so the Huskies with a 4-1 lead at this point. Alfs with the tip shot. Set it up on the left side, but missing long on the attack was Reese Ingalls. Point BDS. Adams takes a big swing. Kleinschmidt does well to dig it up. Alfs goes for the tip, but doesn't clear the net. 5-2, Shelby-Rising City. That was Carly Elsnick taking the swing. Velasco from the left side. Alfs, good dig by Hopwood in the back. And a little misplay there. That was Gannon Ingalls trying to get one over. And BDS with a 5-3 lead here early on in set 1. Double hit called. BDS within 1. Punched over that time by Adams. Alfs takes the swing. Hopwood gets another dig from the back. Said that series a few times tonight. Alfs with the swing and Hopwood with the dig. Adams keeps that up. Velasco punches it to the back. Good dig by Grote to try to keep it alive. And BDS somehow keeps that thing over the net. And on we play. This is Grote from the back row. Another good dig from Hopwood. Free ball back to BDS. Elsnick takes a swing, puts that one finally past Hopwood for the kill, and we're all square at 5 apiece. Not much has gotten by Jamie Hopwood tonight there in the back row for Shelby-Rising City, but that one in particular did. And we're all square at 5 apiece. Adams tries to shove that one over and shoved it right into the net is what she did. And Velasco misses that one way long for a 7-5 BDS lead. Biggest lead we've ever seen tonight has been a 9-point BDS lead in the previous set. It was 13-4 at one point. But then we saw Shelby-Rising City, even still trailing 18-11, saw them come all the way back and make it 20-19 before falling eventually 25-22. BDS playing it, but out around the antenna it was. And a point for Shelby-Rising City, the Huskies within 1. Hopwood on the serve, but into the net. Point BDS. So Reagan Alfs, the sophomore, will go back to serve for the Eagles. Double hit called on the set. 9-6 BDS. Speaking of the Eagles, if you hadn't been on social media today, had a chance to, actually we recorded it this morning and had it posted by this afternoon. A really cool podcast with one of the co-head football coaches, Mark Roeder, joined us for the Why I Coach podcast as Jaden Kleinschmidt puts down a big kill there. And it's a really intriguing story that Coach Roeder has. Been an 8-man coach since he began in Benedict back in 1992. And the story of his first game, well, that's worth listening to the whole podcast just to hear that story. There with Benedict back in the day, back in 1992, he said. So if you haven't listened to it yet, I'd invite you to find it elsewhere here on StrivSports.com. It's called Why I Coach with Mark Roeder. 10-7 our score. BDS with the lead into the game, and back to serve comes Maddie Odell, the 5'4 junior. Velasco takes the swing, and into the net was BDS, which is good for Shelby-Rising City because the attack went long, but it's still a point for the Huskies. So they're within 2 now, 8-10. Point BDS. Carly Elsnick got that one to go down. 11-8 our score. Still in the back there, Grote bumps it over. Free ball, Shelby-Rising City. In the middle, attack from Taylor Potter. She's caused a few out-of-system shots. Velasco takes a swing, a good block by Kamler in the front row. Velasco again goes for the tip. Alf's off the dig. On we play. We've seen some great scramble drills from these two teams. Kleinschmidt off the block and down for a point. BDS 12-8. That swing goes long from Potter and a point for BDS. They're now up by 7. Hopwood takes the attack. A little miscommunication between Hopwood and Odell in the back there, and Hopwood, Jamie does, hits it wide, and it's a 6-point BDS lead. That's a good serve from Elsnick, and it ends up being a point for BDS on the double hit there on the set, and a timeout for Shelby-Rising City. 15-8. BDS rolling here in set number 4, trying to close this thing out in the third-place match of the Crossroads Conference Volleyball Tournament.
Trucking industry gives you a lot of opportunity for careers because there's such a wide, vast list of possibilities and areas that you can go into. As technicians, these trucks are as advanced as cars are today, so we need technicians that can work on them and understand how to work the computer system and get them up and running so the customer can make money. These trucks are workhorses, but they're built for comfort and they're easy to drive. Freightliner builds these trucks for drivers' wants and customers' needs.
Very happy to have Truck Center Companies, Nova Fitness Equipment, and especially Cornerstone Bank on our broadcast sponsorships for 2017 here on StrivSports.com. It is BDS leading Shelby-Rising City 15-8 in set number 4 of the third-place match of the Crossroads Conference Volleyball Tournament. And after the timeout, an important point there for Shelby-Rising City. Did not want to let this thing get any farther down than what it was. Previous set found themselves down 18-11, clawed their way back to 2019, but could not get all the way back before falling 25-22. And now the Eagles push the lead right back on a service error to 7 as it's 16-9. Caitlin Mosier into the lineup and into the back row to serve for the Eagles. Back set for Artisono, rolls it off the top of the block. Sydney Adams out of the game right now for Shelby-Rising City, something to keep an eye on. Near side, that was Kleinschmidt with a big swing. On we play. Alfs sets it for Kleinschmidt again. Jaden pushes it over. Shelby-Rising City bumps it up. And that is Macy Kamler putting it down. 17-9 BDS. Off the block, that's going to go as a point. I don't know if we would call it a kill, but it's a point. That's important for Reese Ingalls and the Shelby-Rising City Huskies. Megan Grote, Carly Elsnick both back into the lineup for BDS. Taylor Potter on that serve. Kamler just tips it over, nobody home, and a point for BDS. 18-10. BDS looking to close things out here in the third place match of the Crossroads Conference Volleyball Tournament. Kleinschmidt on the serve. Sydney Adams back in, takes the swing. Alfs keeps it alive. Kleinschmidt bumps it over. Opportunity for the Huskies. Ingalls. Stuffed there by Artisono. Adams pushes it over. Alfs from the left side. Missed it long, and a point. Shelby-Rising City.
And point, Huskies checking in for Huskies. Again, Nichols. Serving, Jenna Nichols.
Got a wet spot out there on that floor, so it's a little warm in the gym tonight. I didn't know if it was just me when we were setting up, because well, sometimes I can get a little fired up setting up the equipment for a stream, but even as we've sat down here for a while, stayed plenty warm in the gym. You know, we got it to 80 degrees in York when I drove over this afternoon. So the old City Auditorium showing its age just a little bit. 18-11 our score. And Alfs into the net makes it 18-12. BDS still with the lead, but Shelby-Rising City has won 2 straight points. They've got Jenna Nickel back to serve. And into the net she goes for a 19-12 lead. That was Kamler on the serve for BDS. Shelby-Rising City will set up that time. That was Ingalls on the attack, and we're going to get a point for Shelby-Rising City. Double hit there for BDS.
Vanessa Velasco checks in for Shelby-Rising City. Serving, Reese Ingalls.
So this is Reese Ingalls. Big swing from Elzik. Great dig by Alfs to keep it alive, and Grote brings it back in. Opportunity, though, for Shelby-Rising City. And a misplay there. Oh, what a play by Alfs to keep it alive, though. She is slow to get up. And we're going to get an injury timeout. Reagan Alfs hit the floor hard after laying out for that. And the officials stop the point. And so Reagan getting attended to right in front of the BDS bench.
Championship match between Exeter Milligan Timberwolves and the Meridian Mustangs. It's going to be approximately 20 minutes following the end of this match.
Don't forget, this is the third place match. We've still got a championship match to go with the Meridian Mustangs and the Exeter Milligan Timberwolves. Well, Reagan getting helped back to her feet. Definitely in a lot of pain, though. So they're going to try to walk her to the end of the bench and probably find some ice, and we're going to get a sub in. So that will be Nicole Swartzendruber, 5'6" senior. We have not seen Nicole yet in the match that I can recall. In any of the sets, but here she is replacing Reagan Alfs. And Yeah, the officials stopped that point, or that serve, that rally, if you will. So the officials double checking with the rotation to make sure that Nicole goes in for Reagan, who was making sure that Nicole goes into the right spot. So 19-13, we're replaying the set. And Kamler, we're going to get a point for Shelby-Rising City. And the kill goes down for Artisono. 20-14, our score now. Had been a 4-1 run there for Shelby-Rising City, but important for BDS to get one there. And missing long, Velasco puts it to the back, and Kamler did well not to hit that thing. 21-14, BDS closing in on a 3-1 victory over Shelby-Rising City, third place of the Crossroads Conference Volleyball Tournament. Big kill that time. It's Carly Elsnick, and we're 22-14 BDS. And a timeout, the final timeout taken by Shelby-Rising City. We'll step aside as well. Your final points coming up.
Nova Fitness Equipment of Omaha has provided the very best weight room, track and field, and sports surfacing products for over 30 years in Nebraska. They provide Cybex, Matrix Fitness, Vertimax, Tough Stuff, Pro Elite, Stairmaster, York Barbell, Troy Barbell, and UCS track and performance products. From rubber flooring, strength equipment, cardio products, and sports performance accessories, Nova Fitness Equipment has what you need to make your athletic program successful. Contact Nova Fitness Equipment today at their home office in Omaha or online at novafitnessequipment.com.
Back here in York at the City Auditorium, tonight's Crossroads Conference Volleyball Tournament action brought to you in part by Cornerstone Bank, Nova Fitness Equipment, and Truck Center Companies. Thanks for joining us on StrivSports.com. You know, we always love to know where you are watching from, so if you're on Facebook, send us a message in the post that we had earlier today that had the link to the show tonight. Comment there where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. We always love to give shout outs and see you on that. If you're on Twitter, at Striv Sports. Big point there. Carly Elsnick has her team 2 away from closing out third place. 23-14, Megan Grote on the serve. Good dig at the net, but sliding underneath the net was Jenna Nickel, and we are at match point BDS. Megan Grote will serve it one more time for the Eagles. Adams will push it over. Elsnick with a swing. That's a fitting way to end the third place match with a Carly Elsnick kill for the BDS Eagles. 3-1. When it's all said and done, it would mark like this. BDS wins 23-25, 25-21, 25-22, and 25-14. A 3-1 victory for BDS in the third place game of the Crossroads Conference Volleyball Tournament action. But stay with us here on Striv Sports. We will have championship game action between Exeter Milligan and Meridian. That is coming up in about 20 minutes from right now on StrivSports.com, the championship match, the Crossroads Conference Volleyball Tournament.